Hey, Dawns ARKS! Welcome everyone to your Phantasy Star podcast recorded live on February 1st, 2022. I'm one of your hosts, PrinceBrightstar, and with me is Zance. Go ahead and say hello.
Hello there, I have a new mic. Haha.
Indeed, you're sounding much clearer than you have in the past, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. And plus, I had, there was something that I needed to use the Amazon gift cards on.
Well, that's a good excuse for it, definitely.
Yep, exactly.
So today we've got the 8th NGS Headline, going over the content that's going to be coming out in February, or rather this month. Definitely some interesting stuff coming out with that. Just going back over the roadmap real quick, they are going to be talking about raising the level cap to 40. And then we got the new high-rank sectors in the Alio region, so this is going to be your Mount Magnus, Rizal Forest, and Vanford, rank 3, or I guess in the case of Rizal, rank 2. You got the new Chapter 2 side story, which may or may not lead into the new urgent quest that's coming in the future against Dark Falls. I guess we'll have to see about that one.
And that Dark Falls, I am very excited for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do, and how it's going to be different from other Dark Falls in the past, or potentially similar, if some of the other things that I've been seeing hold true here. That part of this might all be a simulation, but I guess we'll have to see about all that.
Also, thanks, Rook.
Let's see,
and I'm just excited and I'm also just excited to just have a regular, big boss you have to fight instead of it just being a big enemy.
Yep. No, definitely a more themed boss is definitely a good thing to have, rather than just what we've had up until now, which is, to your point, either just dolls that are just bigger, or... Well, that's pretty much all it is, isn't it? That plus the, I guess the mining-based defense stuff that's back in Alio. Let's see. Aside from that, aside from the side story, they're also implementing Arks Id in February, and then for mags, we're getting the music disc playback feature.
I'm so excited for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna make hunting a lot easier. Granted, this is probably going to be a feature more used by the console players than it is for the PC players, because for us, we can just kind of turn the music down in-game and load up Winamp or whatever audio you're using, YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, but I still like hearing in-game music.
Agreed. And, yeah, being able to go back to some of the old tracks from base PSO2 is going to be nice with that as well. Hopefully they'll be able to handle the music transitions correctly if you're in an area that does that. But I guess we'll see.
Especially with the old PSO music.
Yep. And then we've got Natara's in-game concert coming. That information about that was added last week on the 25th. So yeah, that's also coming. If you haven't finished the story yet, Natara can sing, so...
it's kind of the biggest spoiler of the second episode here, but...
It's been 2 months at this point. It's been a month or so at this point here.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this point, we're just waiting for the NGS Headline to go live. We got about 3 minutes left on that. Aside from that, today, we're also going to be taking a look at the new website that was released with the last maintenance. We're also going to be going over some of the survey results that were from the last survey. And by the way, there's a new survey out now as well. I kind of went ham on them in terms of the story, and that they're... Well, because they're not saying much in the story, I'm left to my own devices, and Well, we all know what happens when that's the case. I put out a new Secrets of New Genesis episode.
Yep.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that yet, that is a. And in fact, I will link this in chat since I'm thinking about it. You can watch this after the show here. But this is basically this. The big thing is I basically say that either Halpha is a planet that has a giant engine strapped to it, built into that volcano, or Halpha is actually a world ship, similar to those found in Phantasy Star 3 Generations of Doom. So it's an interesting situation based on everything that we found here. But yeah, again, just hang out to that link for after the show if you haven't seen that yet here. All right, so I can see the stream just went live here, but they're not actually live just quite yet here. They're probably going to be playing the 1-minute intro check that they usually do. But I'm going to keep my eye on it just in case they decide not to do that here.
More than likely they will. And there it is. Oh wait, no, it's not yet. I was just hearing something else.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it here yet. And yeah, Rooks, definitely another good one to bug them about. I guess we'll see what happens in all of this here. If they are going to make any changes to the story, if they can at least add some detail to what's going on, even if they don't decide to give us any further chapters more than once every 6 months. I would at least like to see them extend the length of the story, I would say by at least 2 times if possible, just to give it a bit more substance than what we're getting currently.
Mm-hmm. New picture of the character for the podcast? I probably should, but to be perfectly honest, I'm still using the same exact outfit.
Good to see you tuned in here, Betsugen. Let's see. So it should be any moment here, basically, that they actually start this up. It doesn't look like they're doing the. Doesn't look like they're doing it here then, with the intro audio.
Yeah, usually they do.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody, to NGS Headline.
Hello everyone, it's 9 p.m., so let's get started with NGS Headline. I'm the host of this program, Hiro Arai, the official NGS navigator. Once again, I'm bringing you the latest info on NGS. It's been a while, everyone. I hope you have all been well. The cold doesn't seem to let up these days, so take care and make sure to stay warm. Now, 2022 marks the 10th anniversary for PSO2. The whole development team is fully dedicated to making NGS even more enjoyable for all of our players out there.
It's also the 35th anniversary of the entire series.
About the present and future of Sega's online RPG, PSO2 New Genesis, or NGS for short, with info about current operations, future updates, campaigns, and more. This is a pre-recorded broadcast. If you would like to watch it in Japanese, it'll be up on the Japanese NGS YouTube channel, so check it out. Without further ado, let's move on to the updates you've all been waiting for. NGS Hot Information. I'd like to talk about some of the updates coming in February. Please have a look at this video.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Alright.
Yep, there's Nadaro's song. Side story, Song of Renewal.
We're dying to hear you sing.
Bass guitar as a weapon camo?
You even have an
Yes,
orchestra
or just
accompanying
a
you.
general guitar weapon camo. That would be great.
Ladies and
I gotta say, let's see. Yeah, with the raised platforms and everything there, unfortunately, I gotta say this looks kind of like the opening of Final Fantasy X too. And actually, Cass being able to rock out like that is not anything new. Phantasy Star Online 3, Episode 3, Card Revolution, had a character by the name of Hyze, who was actually a rock star amongst humanoids. It's nice to see they're keeping that kind of lore in here. Alright, so we got a concert effect after the performance, just like back in base PSO2. Here comes the level 40 cap. And rank 3 coming to Mount Magnus, including an increased rate of Chaos Trials. Mega Lotex, a new enemy type.
Ooh.
Not quite sure what that means just yet. But they drop tons of enemies, so maybe they're similar to the, whatever they called back in base PSO2. This is going by real fast. Rank 2 coming to the Urgent Quest in Alio. Okay.
Okay.
So I guess that's how they keep that content relevant. New mission pass, including a flaming mag there, it looks like. There's the music player.
I'm very excited for that music player.
And there is Arks Id.
Finally, it's like it took so long.
NX rare drop plus 25% in the recycle shop. Accept urgent quests across regions. Oh. And there's the other big one, the DLSS support.
And now AC scratches.
Yep. Yeah, there was way too much. We're gonna have to go back through that.
Yeah, that was a lot.
So I guess they'll cover that again after this.
Oh yeah, they will.
So a lot of so I guess these are Valentine-themed costumes then. Well, I'm just seeing a bunch of maids here, I guess. That's closer.
This song's so good.
Interesting glasses. Well, you can actually have a unicorn horn now, apparently.
Ooh.
It said that was a winning emote. Was that from the recent contest, I wonder?
Probably.
Butler Idol. Ah, there it is! Alright.
Well.
Alright, I'm scratching into that one then. I made a promise and I'm gonna do it.
You said you would,
what
so.
did you think? Now, let me go through.
You have to
the
get it
updates
now.
with these slides.
Oh, believe me, I want
Starting
to.
with this one. By completing the main tasks in Chapter 2 of the
Finally
story,
happened.
as well as the side tasks from
I've been
Nadira's
making that thread for
Ladies
what,
in
6
Waiting,
months or so now,
Rizwana,
right?
and
Yeah, you
Miyuki,
have.
You will be able to play a new side story task. The story begins with Nadira's invitation to a concert in Retum City. Then, on the same day after the update, players will be able to enjoy spontaneous live concerts in Retum City. An announcement will be made 15 minutes before the concert begins, so please make sure to get to Retum City on time. And for those that can't make it to Retum City, don't worry. The concert will also be broadcasted live on the giant monitor in Central City. What's
If I
more,
had to guess,
at the end
Urgent
of the
Quest
concert,
30 minutes
those
after.
in both cities will get
Probably.
a concert effect with bonuses like an increased drop rate and more. Afterwards, a pre-announced Urgent Quest will be available.
There it
this
is.
is the chance to take on a challenging quest with some awesome boosts. The next thing is that the level cap will be raised to level 40. Level up your character for even more leveled up gameplay. Along with the level cap increase, a rank 3 sector with level 35 enemies will be added to Mount Magnus.
So then it's just Mount Magnus
In the
only
new
then.
high rank sector, the probability of chaos trials, in which 2 trials occur simultaneously, will increase.
I personally don't
The
like
Transorb
Magnus
destruction trials
for
that occur
grinding.
in Retum
Not
will
a lot of
also
people
occur
do,
there. And you
because
will be
it's so
able
vertical.
to do chaos trials
Yeah.
that are combined boss trials, something we've never had before. When you complete a chaos trial, the PSE gauge is guaranteed to go up 1 level.
Did he just say combined boss trials?
Ooh,
You'll be able to limit
That's
break
interesting.
and raise the enhancement level up to 50. Raising the enhancement level to plus 50 unlocks a 5th augment slot, so you can make your equipment much stronger than before.
ooh, 50.
Okay. And because of
However,
how the system
to reach
works,
plus
it's
50
just
in limit
add the
break,
new augment in.
You need a special material called Arms Refiner. If you collect the fragments that drop from enemies in the new high rank sectors, you can trade them for Arms Refiner at the item lab. Arms Refiner will also be dropped directly by the new enemy type, Megalodics, which also appears in the new high rank sectors. Megalodics will also drop more Meseta than regular enemies, so be sure to hunt them down.
So far,
The
this
next
is all seeming
point I
pretty
want
good.
to bring to your attention is the addition of a rank 2 sector with level 44 enemies to Battle Dia, Purple Aleo Devastators. One of the highlights of the rank 2 sector for this Battle Dia is that a past AC scratch ticket count bonus prize, Dash Fairy, will drop in a different color than the original. Also, the 3
Wait, they're
Aleo
giving out
Urgent
free
Quests
motions?
will also get a
Oh.
rank 2 sector with level 40 enemies. You can also get material fragments for limit-breaking weapons to level plus 50, and photon scales from these as well. So don't miss these quests. Adding to this, until now, to accept urgent quests, you had to travel to the region the urgent quest was occurring in. But now, you will be able to accept quests across regions.
And this was the point
Furthermore,
against my theory.
The Gigantics in Aleo and Retum
The fact
will be
that
up
they
to
were going to
level
be fixing
44.
this issue. Now I'm wondering
Level
if we actually
44
will be able to
Gigantics
jump across.
will also have their drop rate for Gigas-type augments raised from 2 to 3.
Maybe, and that would honestly be better. Because it's just awkward to just
With
walk
players
across
getting
a bridge.
strong and stronger, so
Agreed.
will Gigantics.
But
And of
if
course,
it,
the reward
if we
for
still
defeating
can't, then
them
the theory
will
holds.
get even better
So,
too. So
we'll-
be sure
we'll
to
find
take
out in
on
a
the
week.
challenge. Besides the content geared towards high-level players that I just introduced, we also have a variety of new elements in store for everyone in the February 9th update. Now, as always, we're releasing Season 5 of the Mission Pass. The mag form Willow, coming in this season, will have a wispy spirit-like appearance. You can change its color by using Change Mag Color, so try a few out and find your favorite. Another
That's
perk
true,
of
Rook,
this
so we'll
update
see.
is that you will be able to use music discs with your mag. Change the background music to match your adventures with this jukebox feature. The songs you have registered in your personal quarters in PSO2 will continue to be available to you as well. For more info on the Mag Jukebox, be sure to check out the recently posted announcement on the official site. We're also releasing a party bonus feature, which will boost EXP, Meseta received, and the rare drop rate when you party up with other players.
That's finally going to give a reason for everybody to run together in
according to the number of
all their
people in the
alliances.
party. For example, if there are 4 players, the effect goes up to a whopping 10%, so be sure to party on with your friends. The Arks ID feature is coming too, which you can use to show off what kind of Arks you are to other players. You can create your own original title by combining up to 3 title names obtained by completing title tasks. The title you choose can be displayed above your character's head. You can also add your own comments, symbol art, or stamps. There are still limitations to the customization, but there are more features planned for the future, so keep an eye out. Moving to the next point, NEX rare drop
I don't
rate
know
plus 25%
why that's the case,
will be
Lord Samuel.
added to the ACSG scratch ticket item recycle.
Yeah,
These
it
can
would be
used
nice
in
to have
conjunction
a
with
portable
other rare
orchestrion in
drop
14.
boosters. So make sure you use these if you are looking to get rare items.
They're also
We're
updating
adding
the
option
actual
to
items you
enable
can purchase from the
NVIDIA
AC and
DLSS
SG shop,
on
apparently.
the PC version, and
Oh,
AMD
okay.
FSR 1.0 on the PC and Xbox One versions.
DLSS and
By
FSR, yeah, that's
enabling
going to
these
really help
features,
frame
You
rates.
can improve the graphics and performance capabilities. Please keep in mind that, depending on your PC specs, you may not be able to use these functions.
Yeah, you need a newer graphics card to
Next, I
support
would
it.
like to introduce a new AC scratch ticket.
Yeah.
This sweet scratch ticket has romantic frilly ribbons, maid and butler uniforms, and other Valentine's Day themed outfits and accessories.
Yeah, the motion
The motion
dash wild
changes
is a scratch
include a
ticket
wild,
count bonus, so
beastly dash,
yeah, I gotta scratch
plus
45
a
times to
that
get that.
pairs well with the maid and butler uniforms.
But I want to do it.
And that's a
Yep,
wrap
you
for
said you
all that's
would.
coming in the February 9th update. Now, let's talk about what's coming starting February 16th. Please
All right,
have a look
second
at this
update.
video.
Alright, mid-February,
More SG scratches.
of course.
So this gives you Nutter's new outfit now. And more of the cast outfits.
Ooh.
I saw some fangs there.
And more horns.
And the Nutter concert emote. You can even air guitar.
That's beautiful. Oh my god, he's going ham on the face.
Yeah. Okay, here comes Vanford for the high rank. And there's Dark Falls.
Ooh, baby.
And it is an 8-player urgent quest. Now, 6 arms, that's already sounding a bit elder-like.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I'm also noticing here, no rest assigned.
Oh.
So, players are going to have to be careful. And us. Oh no, actually no. I think I did see a couple on the field there.
I did see it very briefly.
But regardless, I would say we might not get any reverse assigns. So in that case, I would say maybe wait until like 3 or 4 players are down before you use one of the reverse assigns, just so you can maximize the effect of that. And new weapon series, Synquim.
It's a new 5-star series. Nice.
Also a new Virtuoso armor series, it looked like. And a Rani Soul. Which, again, sounds like Elder. Once again, lending credence to the idea that this might all just be a simulation.
Probably.
New cast set.
Yay! Always need more cast stuff.
Yep. Has some nice colors on that too. What was that tank that was on the back of that one character?
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to get another look at that after the thing. Some new idle poses and glide defensive. Oh, there's a new T-pose run.
Nice. I'm flying.
And we got Resolve Forest with a high rank sector. Wouldn't surprise me, Lord Samuel, but until we have better evidence of that, I'm sticking with the idea that we got a mother brain going crazy, which is commanding all the dolls.
Let's return to the slides. Next up is content planned for February 16th. The SG Scratch Ticket lineup will be updated and include items to dress up as the songstress Nadira, cast parts and accessories for Jalil and Mohsin, weapon camo, and more.
I still need to finish playing Phantasy Star
Please be
2.
aware that along with the update to the
It's
SG
a long
Scratch
journey,
Ticket
that's for
lineup,
certain, and it's
the
definitely a
count
grind
and
fest.
stage bonuses will be reset. The count bonus this time will have a boosted drop rate for the avatar.
Oh, the
items
Nadara
for
concert
Nadara,
isn't available in
weapon
PSO2
camo,
blocks.
and more.
That makes sense.
Following Mount Magnus, Vanford Laboratory Ruins will also get a new rank 3 sector with level 35 enemies. Similar to the high rank sector on Mount Magnus, the Chaos Trial occurrence rate will be increased. Next up, we'll finally have a chance to take on.
But yeah,
Dark
if they're not
Falls
going to be doing
in
the
Urgent Quest.
like the
Dark
concert
Falls is
in
at level
PSO2
40,
blocks,
so
at
level
least
up
rerun
and
the
see if
older
you can win.
concerts just randomly.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see the Kuna concerts.
There are a lot of titles you can get
But
from
like the
fighting Dark Falls.
We Are Arks
So
thing,
challenge yourself
so that
and
people
try to
can still
collect
get the
them all.
emote.
True.
The Synquem series weapons dropped by Dark Falls are different from any weapon you've encountered before. To unlock their potential, you'll need a large amount of photon scales. Photon scales are a highly valuable material that you can obtain in the Retum region. As I mentioned earlier, you'll soon also be able to get them in the high-rank sectors of Aelio's urgent quests. In order to
So if
get
you
the
haven't been
amount
doing
you
that,
need,
just
be
make sure
sure
to
take on Aelio's
get
urgent
the
quests.
check out the maps that come out regularly on the Reddit
Synquem
for those
series is on
locations for
par
the photon
performance
scales.
Oh yeah.
with the Relic series that released in December. The weapons in the series are relatively easy to obtain, but require a lot of materials to reach their full potential. The new Synquem weapons will also drop in the new high-rank sectors in Aelio.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Next up is the content coming February 22nd. Sci-fi style military uniforms, cast parts, Japanese-made uniforms, and many more cool and cute outfits will be available for you to enjoy. Please note that because of the size of the new cast arm parts, when you hold a weapon, some weapon categories will be displayed in a special way, as if equipped on the outside of the hand.
Huh.
Rezel Forest will also get a new Rank 2 sector with level 35 enemies. As with the other high-rank sectors, there will be an increased chance of chaos trials occurring. The high difficulty tasks from the NPC Ronaldine will also be updated to go with the addition
Hey,
of the new
Rickson, thanks
high-rank
for tuning
sector.
in.
To everyone who has not yet completed the current tasks, please be aware that they
Vessel,
will no
yeah,
longer
this
be
is starting to
available
look like a
afterwards.
decent time to get back into it
So
now that
far,
we're sort of getting the
we've
real
covered the updates
first
coming in February.
Dark Falls-like
But
encounter.
let's talk
That
a bit
seemed to
about the
typically
revival
herald
scratch
good
tickets
times in the
coming
game.
on March 2nd. First, we put together cast parts from PSO2 into 2 Revival AC scratch tickets, one for each type. You can mix and match them in a variety of combinations, so check them out. Next, we have a special Revival AC scratch ticket featuring only PSO2 spec accessories. This lineup includes popular and nostalgic accessories from the past. The prizes in this Revival scratch ticket
Nice.
that couldn't be sold in the PSO2 personal shop in the past also cannot be sold in the NGS personal shop, so please keep that in mind. However, you can still exchange these items in the NGS item recycle, so don't worry.
Oh.
That's all for today's
Interesting.
update information. Next up is this segment. NGS Operation Report. In this segment, NGS Operation Report, I, Hiro Arai, select some of your feedback and questions for the dev and live ops teams and bring you their answers.
Hey, the Q&A
Here's
stuff.
the first question.
Yep, let's see what they got today.
In December, there was an announcement that it would be difficult to release cast parts more often because of the low ratio of players using them. However, in the 6 months following the launch of NGS and into December, there were only 2 new cast parts released in NGS specs, so I believe it's not a matter of usage ratio. And here's the answer I received in response to this comment.
Nice that they're
Jeez.
addressing
As
this.
you pointed out,
Yeah.
during the first 6 months after NGS's launch, the release of new cast parts fell below their usage ratio. The reason for this was that our development system for NGS spec cast parts, which are more difficult to make, was not yet sufficiently developed. However, now that said system is finally in place, we should be able to release the proper volume of cast parts according to their usage ratio and player demand. Therefore, we're expecting more cast parts to be released in 2022 than last year.
All right.
When we
All right.
previously shared our plans, we said that the releases would remain at the same frequency based on the release schedule for 2022 that was already set in stone by the dev team. This led to a misunderstanding that the frequency of releases up until last December would be the standard. We apologize for worrying you. That was their answer. I see that some new cast parts were released in January, and more new cast parts were announced today in the February update information. However, when I asked about it previously, I was told that there are no plans to release any in March other than the announced re-release of PSO2 cast parts, so it looks like there won't be releases every month. They also said that they plan to release NGS versions of popular parts from PSO2 starting in April. In any
Okay.
case, as the dev team said, it seems like there will be more cast part releases than last year, so please look forward to them.
Ooh.
Let's move on to the next one.
It's still an increase.
Yeah, it is.
Please release a revival collection of avatar items previously released in PSO2 for new players who started with NGS. Here is their answer. In response to player requests, we are planning to release more revival scratch tickets containing PSO2 spec items in the future. That was their answer. The previously mentioned Revival Scratch ticket release scheduled for March 2nd is part of our initiatives that reflect this plan. On to the next one.
Very simple.
The release of the Relic
Alright,
series
thanks for tuning in,
weapons was
Rookson.
a surprise because there was no announcement ahead of time, and they are quite strong. Are there plans to release weapons more powerful than Relic in the near future? Here is their answer. There are no plans to release weapons significantly more powerful than Relic in the near future. The Synchwom series that drops from Dark Falls has a slightly higher potency, but there are differences in their potential effects, so their performances are almost the same. That was their answer. In
Alright,
recent
so you
updates,
heard him.
the
If
Relic
if you
series
don't
has
have
had
one
the
yet,
lowest
see if you
drop
can
rate
buy
of
one off the
weapons,
market.
which makes it difficult to get.
And
So it will
usually
likely remain the
weapons
most valuable
become pretty
series
cheap
right now.
early on, or later on.
On to the next
Yeah.
one. It feels like the class level cap is increasing too soon. Will it continue like
Okay,
this
who
in the
sent
future?
that?
Here is the answer I received.
It's this one about the class
There
level
are no
cap.
plans to change the
Oh.
current schedule of increasing the
It's
level
too
cap
soon.
to 60 by June as written in the roadmap.
we were complaining
However,
that
we
we
do
were stuck
plan
at
to slow
20
down the
forever, and
pace
now
of
you're
level cap
sending this
increases
kind of
after
comment?
June.
Yeah, come on.
That was their answer. When NGS launched, the level cap started at 20 and wasn't raised for half a year. They said this was because they wanted players to enjoy trying multiple classes. However, they found that there weren't many players using 3 or more classes. PSO2 also launched with a level cap at 40, so they are now consciously raising it more frequently. However,
Yeah, that's
please
not
rest assured,
surprising.
this pace isn't permanent.
Oh, the
Please
pace
increase
isn't
Meseta
permanent.
drops from enemies.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
The Meseta boost feels less effective if the original amount dropped is small. I have a response. We have received many
Yes,
similar comments
inflate
and
the
requests,
price
and are
more.
planning to increase the Meseta drops from enhanced enemies, starting with the February 9th update.
More
And
Meseta?
that's what they said.
Probably.
Since increasing the amount that drops
Yep.
for all enemies would likely cause extreme inflation, they made the decision to address it with specific enemies. As I mentioned earlier in the February update information, following the same policy, Megalodics will also drop an increased amount of Meseta. So we hope that enemies in the new high-rank sectors will drop enough Meseta for players to feel the effect of Meseta boosts. That's all for the Q&A today. Moving forward, I will continue to select and bring some of your questions and feedback to the dev and live ops teams and share their answers with you. Please also share your thoughts about this show and the game with the hashtag NGS Headline on places like Twitter.
Yeah,
Moving on
that
to the
enemy is
next
sounding like the Kazuchi type enemies, where they drop tons of Meseta.
Now, let's talk about some non-update related information for NGS. I think you'll be able to enjoy the game even more after seeing this. First up, let's talk about this. First, the 4 highly popular Phantasy Star online albums, previously only available via download, are now available for streaming around the world. We also plan on releasing other albums at the end of every month. There will
Oh,
be more and more
that's going to be
PSO2
so
music
good.
available for
Yeah,
download and
definitely.
streaming in the future. So
But
please
what
look forward to it.
platforms?
Probably Spotify.
The Ultra
Probably.
PSO2 Day, held once a year in February, will be rebranded this year as Ultra PSO2 Triple Burst, with even more power-ups than before. In addition to doubling the amount of boosts and gifts compared to a normal PSO2 day, this year the boosts will last for 3 whole days.
Nice.
Be sure to log in and enjoy NGS to the fullest during the Ultra PSO2 Day Triple Burst starting February 1st. Starting February 9th, we will be holding a campaign to help you increase your battle power in preparation for the battle with Dark Faults. The limited time tasks and login bonus rewards will include N augmentation success rate plus 10%, N enhancement success rate plus 20%, and much more to help strengthen your equipment. Dark Faults is coming on February 16th and will attack in a pre-announced urgent quest at a set time following March 2nd. Take advantage of this campaign to boost your battle power and get ready for battle.
So this is after the initial launch.
The Purchase Premium Set campaign starts February 9th, where you can get your hands on the new accessory Wrappy Hair Ornament, so check it out. We're also planning to hold the World Trials Stellar Grace Recovery Operation starting February 23rd. Be sure to join this campaign to get plenty of Star Gems and special scratch tickets.
It's nice that they're holding over the new Star Gem thing that they
There will also
added
be a special
to that.
campaign to celebrate the new Mag Jukebox feature. Everyone who logs in during the campaign period will receive the
With the
Dive
world
into
trial,
World
are they gonna
music
fix
disc
the
as a gift.
issues that was with
This is the
it
instrumental
initially?
version of the
I
opening
don't
song
know.
for NGS.
Yeah, I think it's still going to have the 30 cap.
In NGS,
Oh,
you'll
boy.
be able to play music from the music discs you've registered in your mag throughout the open field. Test it out and make your adventures even more fun with your mag's latest feature. That is all for this installment of NGS Headline. What did you think of the first NGS Headline of 2022? We want to continue improving NGS and this broadcast, so we'd appreciate it if you would please share your thoughts and support using the hashtag NGS Headline. The next NGS Headline will be on Tuesday, March 1st. We'll mainly be focusing on the updates in March, so you don't want to miss it. Last but not least, please like and subscribe.
Alright.
Yep. So that's pretty
Now
much
then,
what they
Arks,
got this month.
I'll
and
see you in
well,
the next NGS Headline.
Thanks
Yeah,
for watching
pretty much,
here on Tuesday night. I'll see you on next NGS Headline. Bye-bye.
pretty much anytime, like I said, anytime Dark Falls arrives, that's usually a good time in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. So, show is over. Let me take this down real quick here. Is the, looks like the Japanese one is still running here. I'll pull that up real quick here. This is Papona from Idola.
Ah.
今までよりね、アークスのみんなと近い距離で会えるので、とっても楽しみにしています。
Okay.
Yeah.
こんなに
So,
ふわふわも髪の毛
Not
も
quite sure
めちゃ
what
くちゃ
she's
に
saying here, but Idola on the Japanese side recently did shut down. They might be talking about the upcoming Perfect Works book here, where they kind of go into what the plan for the future of the game was going to be here.
Probably. It's just I can't understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna turn her down then. Yeah, she might be saying goodbye.
この後の初回放送もぜひご覧ください。続いてゲーム外のコラボの情報を2つ続けてお送りします。まずはこちらの PV をご
All
覧
right.
ください。
So yeah, definitely one thing that. Oh, what is this now? Hang on. Apparently they're doing something. Yeah, some sort of ramen collaboration. Apparently.
Oh. Okay.
Why can't we get things like that?
I know. It's a purely Japanese thing, I understand.
Yeah. And then we gotta turn this back to see what else is different here.
エースコック様の人気カップ焼きそばイカ天ふりかけ焼きそばとのコラボが決定いたしました。
Now that's
コラ
cute.
ボアイテム
An
全
octopus
4種の
holding
一種が
holding
ランダムで
a
取得できるアイテムコードが
Prim
同
sword
梱され
there.
たコラボパッケージが発売予定です。2月21日月曜日から順次全国のスーパーマーケットを中心に販売されます。
But yeah,
店舗によ
definitely
って
looking forward to the
店頭に
music
並ぶタ
player.
イミング
Looking
が
forward
前
to
後す
the
る可能
high
性が
ranked
ございます
area.
ので、詳しくはお近くの店舗にご確認ください。
Hopefully the new enemy
続い
type
て
isn't
も
going to be
まずは
like super
PV をご
rare.
覧ください。
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's another. What is this now? It's like an Edwin collaboration. So this might be potentially real clothes here. That you also get in-game items for. Let's see.
Huh.
Yep, there we go. So this shirt, yeah, they're giving the prices down at the bottom there.
Man, why can't we get this cool stuff?
I know. That's. I know I've tweeted them about this before. Why can't we get? I specifically asked them why we can't like get the Rappy doll or anything like this. Yeah, I know it's
前回
definitely being a
大
sellout
好評
there.
を博したエドウィンとのコラボ商品の第2弾が2月2日よりエドウィン公式オンラインストアより発売されます。エドウィンの伝統的なデニムパンツインターナショナルベーシック403とグラフィティを基調としたポップなデザインで彩った T シャツ、そして今回は新たにデニムジャケットがラインナッ
But
プに
now
追加されます。
I guess Sega only expects to make
デニムパンツと同じレーザー加工が
money
施
from
され
the
た
global side through the
色で
AC
可能なアイ
scratches
テ
and
ムとなって
such.
おります。
But there's
なお
so much
こちらは
more you
数
could
量が
make
限
money
られておりま
from
すの
with
で
I
that.
お早めに
know. I don't know. Maybe they don't have the partnerships they need set up in the U.S. Or in the West
ア
to
イテム
make
コ
this
ードが
work.
付属します。
Mm.
コードの詳細については明日2月2日公開の
Even
特
if
設
we
サ
had
イ
to
トに
like
てご確認ください。
have it shipped from
究
Japan,
極
I'm
の
more
ハ
than
ロウィンコラボ
happy
を
to do
見逃しな
that.
く
Just set up a page so we can do it.
PSO2 でも大好評だった2つのコラボ、NGS でも楽しみですね。
Like honestly, I
1
would
年間で
love that
毎年
jacket.
2月
It
にだけ
looks
開催
cool.
される
Yeah,
超
I agree.
PSO2 の日は今年超
And the
PSO2
jeans
の日
too.
トリプルバーストと題しまして例年以上にさらに
Jeans
パ
I'm
ワーアッ
not
プし
too
ます。
big on, but the shirt or jacket, like
ブースト量
cool.
アイテムプレゼントともに通常の PSO2 の日の2倍に増加するほか、今年はブーストがなんと3日間にわたって継続します。
Yeah, what we need
2
is
月
for them to
2日から
partner
の
with somebody that
PSO2 の日トリプルバースト
sells
期間中はぜひログインして
clothes like that
NGS を
globally
存
and not
分に
just
お楽
only
し
in
みください。
Japan.
Mm-hmm.
2月
Because
9
I
日よ
certainly
り
haven't heard of
ダー
Edwin
クファース
before.
戦に向けた戦闘力アッ
But
プ
it
を
looks
サポ
like
ー
now
ト
they're
する
starting
キ
to
ャン
go
ペーンを
through
開
the
催します
through some of the other boosts that they were talking
期間
about
限定
towards
タ
the
ス
end
ク
of
や
the
ログイ
show
ンボー
here.
ナス報酬では
So I'll go ahead and turn this down just a little bit here.
10%
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how fast players are going to be finding the new weapon series compared to the relic series. I'm in a situation where I've at least got my sword now, but I still need to get the second part of that, which is the rod, so I can do a multi-weapon with it. And right now, I am broke in terms of being able to do that, so it's going to take me a while to build my resources back up again before I could even do that. And, well, frankly, by the time I do, it's going to be June, and that means the next region's going to release. So, but that's how things are, I guess. At least maybe I'll be able to make some money by selling some AC items when I purchase the new motion scratch.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be making a lot of money.
I technically still have some AC left over from when they from when I got the when I got awarded in that Twitter contest a while back, so that'll help go towards the purchase of that.
NGS ではマグに登録したミュージックディスクをフィールド上で再生することができるようになります。この機会にぜひマグの新機能をお試しください。
So I just looked up the price of like the relic disparter or dispartar, which is the soaring blade one. 12 million.
Still better than what it used to be back up in like 20, 30 million.
Oh, jeez.
That was when it first came out.
So yeah, these relic weapons are selling for a lot.
Yeah, this definitely, but it's only a matter of time if you don't want to worry about that until the next region releases, I guess. Let me see here. I'm gonna turn this back because the show is now ending on the Japanese side here. I want to go back to the start of the satellite information here and see if there were any other, if there was anything else that we missed in this here.
Some Japanese exclusive stuff that...
Yeah. Okay, so a BitCash thing, which is something they've been having for a really long time, as a collaboration between PSO2 and BitCash.
Yeah,
it's one of the ways that you can pay for the for AC in the game, basically.
また、マイビットキャッシュを利用して一度に3000円分以上の AC を購入すると100名に1名の確率で2000円分のビットキャッシュが当たります。春をテーマにしたマイキャラクターのスクリーンショットを添付してツイートすると抽選で5名様にビットキャッシュ5000円分が当たる。
Alright, so they make mention of the Sega Sapporo studio here. What is this saying here?
中途採用のデザイナー、プログラマーやデバッガーのアルバイトなどの募集が開始されております。
You think maybe Bumped will have a information about that?
Maybe. Let me ゲーム業界に興味のある方は
try something real quick
ぜひ
here.
セガ札幌スタジオ公式サイトで詳細をご確認ください。続いてはこちら。ファンタシースターシリーズの楽曲。
Let me back this up again real quick here.
Okay.
So Sega Sapporo, they're currently looking for mid-career designers, programmers, and part-time debuggers. Production and debugging of NGS by Arks by residents in Sapporo. Okay, so it looks like part of the development then is going to happen in Sapporo for NGS then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting one to find out about here. And then let's see what else they got. Yeah, so here's the music. And here they do confirm Spotify as one of the places where the soundtracks is going to. So
I was right.
Yep. All right, and then
I'm
ready to add them onto my playlist because just being able to listen to easily listen to PSO music like that, I like that.
Yep. So it looks like Popona might become an NGS VTuber on the Japanese side. So that'll be interesting. And then they roll into the what she says here apparently. So yeah, so
she's a character in Idola, which the Japanese version recently closed down.
Yep. So I guess they still wanted to do something with her character, so I guess that's what they're going to be doing now with her.
But yeah, it's a shame. No longer have lobby actions that are just a static PNG. That's a shame.
Yep. Yeah, the way that they turned with your character as you moved around them.
That was hilarious.
All right. So I did want to go back real quick to that first video, just to look through some of that again here.
Alright.
Let's see.
Yeah, because that was a rapid fire of stuff coming out.
Yeah, so we're going to kind of do some pausing as we go here.
Of course. We're dying to hear you sing.
And of course, we got
And
the
this
side
time,
story.
You even have an orchestra accompanying
I
you.
wonder if this is only going to last like 15 minutes again this time, though.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's more than likely going to be pretty short.
your creativity and ignite a musical renaissance.
And then, of course, I'm kind of curious if there's going to be any sort of side quest leading up to Dark Falls at all. Once again, I make the point that this looks like Final Fantasy X-2's opening.
Yep.
I guess there's really no way to get past that if they're going to have raised platforms like that.
Speaking of 10-2, I still need to play that.
There doesn't seem to be like any kind of timed element with this. It's just the concert. Which was something that they were introducing towards the end with Kuna's concerts. So
That, they really didn't do much.
right,
It was just a little mini game you could play.
exactly. But you will be able to watch the concert in Central City. But honestly, if you could just teleport to Rotem, why would you?
Yeah. New players who aren't in Rotem yet.
True, true. Alright, so level cap raised to level 40.
And I love the song too.
It is a fun one. Alright, Chaos Trials, Megalothics. They drop tons of Enmaseta. I'm gonna pause this real quick here and go back a little bit.
Wait, I noticed that like lots of Enmaseta. 100.
Yeah, but it's only 116. So what are they talking about?
Yeah.
Alright, they talk about arm refiners, which you can get in the high-rank sectors to enhance equipment up to level plus 50. And that opens up the 5th augment slot. And then you got the rank 2 Battle Dia coming to Aleo. Now, I wonder if that includes both yellow and purple.
Probably just purple.
Yeah, it might just be purple. Still, that would be a nice way to help players level up if they also did it for yellow as well.
Oh,
I also
absolutely.
wonder I also wonder if existing purple triggers are going to work or not. Or if it's going to require a new one.
I don't see any reason why they would make a brand new one for it.
Brooks, let's see here. Oh yeah, that was a basic enemy type, not a boss type. Okay,
Okay.
I see what you're saying there, Rooks.
But yeah, tons of Enmaseta is 116. Okay.
Yeah. And we got the new rank 2 urgent quest coming to Aleo. Alright. Whoops. Alright, why is this not pausing? Back it up. Alright, so, just looking at the mission pass, so, looks like you've actually got some sort of, I guess, horn type, for, one of the rewards coming up.
So Tri-Spikes, the shoulder drills,
Yeah.
and the glowing heart balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, and then you got a flaming mag there. there's a better look at the tri-spikes and the all the stuff coming in the in that package there. Then we got some new stamps.
I like the flaming mag, but nothing's gonna beat my Sonic mag.
Yep. They do note here occasionally some music takes precedence, such as during urgent quests or concert events. So that's going to override whatever you're playing. No mention in here if it's possible to if the music is going to transition with battle states, though. That's the one thing I am kind of curious about. If you play one of those tracks from PSO2.
Yeah, because there are PSO2 music you can play off of this and PSO, which have those kind of transitional music beats. So yeah, it would be interesting.
Yep. And then we got the new Arks Id, where you can set, it looks like 3 titles with this, so and I guess, okay, so this actually digs into the acquired titles that you have for the title system, so you can build up what your title name is, I guess. So keep working towards getting all those titles to get as many of the words as you want.
Yep, and knowing you probably have a lot of titles.
Yep. I'm close to about 200 at this point, I think.
Nice.
Let's see. Then they've got the NX rare drop rate plus 25% coming. Then we got the new party bonus. And then accept urgent quests across the regions, DLSS and FSR support. And then we get into the AC scratch.
Yes, the cute outfit that melts my heart. This guy with the wide mustache.
I think that's what they implied, Brooks, that anything that you've registered to your room is going to be able to be used. I don't know if anything that's been registered to the Alliance room is going to work or not, though.
I don't know. Well, when it comes to some of the discs that I've registered some discs both to my room and also to the Alliance room.
That's an interesting cape there. Where it's just sort of like blocks that are falling down there.
It's a really cool game.
Yeah, it's like a glitch that's intentionally there. And then you've got the Idle Butler, Idle Bashful, and the one I've been waiting for.
Yep. You have been waiting for this, so I hope you're ready to spend a lot of money for that.
My cast is ready.
So, what did you think?
Now,
Alright. I don't think it was as confusing in the second round of the video. Do you think we need to go over that one again as well?
Just briefly, let's go over it again. Because
Okay.
it was very straightforward with what's coming up.
Yeah. Alright. So... additions to the SG scratch.
Yeah, we got new main character outfits.
Yep. I never understood the idea of a cast wearing a cape like that. That stamp with the 2 casts there just staring is kind of funny. It's like they're glaring.
Yeah. And with the Nadra concert emote, I want Nadra concert 2, just because of how quickly he goes ham on that bass.
Oh
It's
yeah,
hilarious.
definitely. And of course, we got the van for Laboratory Ruins. Most likely, people are going to collect themselves into this area just because of the increased attack power that you get from the bot that comes along with you in that area. And then, of course, we got Dark Falls.
Oh boy.
Let's just pull this back real quick here. I do want to look closer at the attacks coming out. So, of course, you got your standard fist punch. You got those things flying in from the sky that are going to crash into the ground. Similar to back with the opening of New Genesis when Aleo Town got destroyed.
Oh, okay.
And then looks like there are also danger zones that appear here. They don't seem to go off immediately, but basically you would need to stand in one of the safe spots in the middle there, or on the outside of it. Also got some bullets firing out from the hands. Hand smash with a sweep, chest burst, and then these appear to be the Fall's arms, and I guess they appear once they go into the fruit punch mode.
Fruit punch.
You've also got a circular wave that travels outwards. So I guess you're gonna have to jump over that. And then we get into the 5-star weapon series here. Alright, and then new potential Virtuoso unit will have stronger effects depending on the number of augment types affixed to your gear.
Okay.
Let's see. Does it give any further detail about that, though? It's there for a very brief second. Let me try this again. In fact, I am going to pull this down to 0.25 speed just so I have a better chance of getting it. Alright. Nope, I missed it.
Ah. So the Virtuoso unit, oh, yeah, it's very brief, jeez.
Yeah, that's just like, wow, Sega.
Jeez.
Alright. I'm gonna turn the music down here briefly, just so it's not that bad here. Alright. There we go. Okay, so at level 1, it's potency plus 18. Increase rest assign HP recovery and reduce photon point consumption by 1%.
Ooh.
So only a 1% rest assign HP recovery increase. Increased by 1% of the number of different weapon and unit augments. Up to 15%. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So then I guess that means, yeah, if it's combining all the weapon and unit augments with the new patch, you're going to be able to go up to 5 augments on the weapon, and then I guess units are going to go up to 5 as well, potentially. So that makes for 20 slots then. So it's not going to be that hard to hit that then. And in that respect, that does make it a little bit more powerful. No, actually, no, it doesn't. It's a little bit weaker than what Relic has, at least for rest assign HP recovery, specifically for weapons that support that type of on the Relic. So yeah, because the Relics go up to 20%.
Oh.
You also got new color variant weapons. You got the new Irati Soul. That gives you plus 10 HP, plus 4 photon points, and plus 1.25% potency. And
that's really good.
how many did they add here? Just 5. So it looks like then it's going to be a 90% with 10 capsules.
Okay.
And then we get into the smart military, AC Scratch. And with this one, we get the new cast set with actually those giant hands again. So we'll see how that holds weapons. Actually, looking at the Type 2 cast there, it looks like it's holding one of the weapons off to the side there.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. Also, fists are just kind of off to the side as well on the Type 1. Yeah. I hope they're going to give players a better way to align that to the cast. I know you can adjust weapon sheath and weapon sheath to a degree, but I don't know if they're going to be able to adjust it more than that. Right, and I wanted to look at this here. So that... Okay, so that doesn't look like a, I thought initially that might have been a container with dolls material inside there, but no, that doesn't look like it. Alright, got an interesting shield on the right portion, though. Kind of rotating there a little bit. Alright, and then 20th anniversary video contest winning entry emote Aerial Battle. So this was not the most recent video contest. This was from the prior contest. So I guess then in several months we'll find out who the winner was. Well, we'll probably find out sooner than that, and then it takes some time to actually develop the emote. So maybe we'll see that when Region 3 opens up. Then we got Dance 66, Idle Proud, and Signature Pose 2. And the new T-Pose.
Yes.
For a dash. And then there's another round of Relentless Training as well. So,
let's return to the slides.
Yeah. So, a lot of stuff coming next month, so I'm looking forward to it. Or this month, rather. Because it's February now. My goodness.
Yeah, it is.
All right. With that, we did have a few other things we wanted to cover here today. Starting off with the new website that is opened up for PSO2. So
It's the same website, but it's just better. Like better layout and everything. Look at it. It looks beautiful.
Yep. Now, they did get rid of the old PSO2 site. As far as I can tell, the forum has been completely deleted at this point.
Oh,
So
that is a shame.
I know. But at least what we got here does seem to be a lot better than what was what we were having previously, especially with the bugs that were going on. I don't know if you encountered this or not, but I was having an issue where even though I was putting in my proper age and everything, it was continuously turning me back to that page, and I think it had something to do, at least partially, because I run a no script, which basically prevents JavaScript from working.
Yeah.
But yeah, the layout is a whole lot better than what it used to be. Included as part of this is a new event schedule page, so you can, at a quick glance, see what events are currently going on. Granted, I wish any of these that had a TBD ending date or an ending date of 2023, I wish those were being put to the bottom. And the most recent AC scratch ticket, all the New Year memories, that those were going to be, that those were more to the top since those were ending soon.
Yeah. They definitely need to fix the formatting there.
Yeah, definitely. They've also segmented away the all their known issues, and they've actually given it now its own sort of listing page here. So you can browse through what the different known issues are with the game, and even what the status of them are at just a glance here. So, for example, registered emotes may be unavailable, which was updated on January 26th. That is still in progress, and then you can click into it for a little bit more detail on that.
That's really nice.
Yeah, this is what they should have had in the first place, and not just throwing everything in with all the regular news and everything. They're still investigating the issue with the weapon palette or subpalette settings not saving. Again, Sega, that's an issue where if you close the menu via the home key on the keyboard, that's what causes that. All right. We did also have an AC or a Stargem scratch show up for Resolute Warrior here. So let's just take a quick look at that here.
Yep, and it's brand new items too.
Yep. So these are currently available. So I guess you can kind of consider this the first half of what we've already gotten here.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of what's coming this month for Stargems now for the scratch. Again, this one was kind of interesting because you had a lot of costumes that were showing a lot of skin here.
Yeah. That's like, oh, and even the male outfits. Damn.
Yep. Although nothing's gonna be showing more skin than those swimsuits that you could get back in base PSO2.
Oh, of course.
Although they might come up with new ones for New Genesis coming this summer. We'll see. It'd be interesting considering we're probably getting the snowy area.
Yeah.
They also added a feature where the rare item will go up for the Stargem scratch. Or rather, the featured item, you have a better chance of getting those. Oh, now that's an interesting change, that you have to click onto what the available scratch tickets are, and then go and actually find the scratch ticket you're interested in. That's an interesting decision. Or no, actually, okay, so then it looks like the lineup was actually above there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a lot more organized now. You can see, depending upon where you are in the lineup, you can see what your chances of getting each outfit are for each step of the way. I've already
nice.
Go ahead.
That's actually really nice. I like that.
Yep. I've already put together the cast set, and it definitely looks nice. Let's see. And then for the play bonus, you get, at stage 1, you get the Battle Trigger Red Tem Yellow, End Color Change Pass, and Augmentation Success Rate plus 20%, and the Motion Idle Hand on Hip 2. And then after that, you get the Resolute Warrior ticker to have 40 plays of that. Also had a new AC scratch come out as well. This is the Edgy Underworld.
Very edge.
Yeah, definitely has a feeling of something you might see somebody wearing as they're running around in Jet Set Radio, potentially.
Yeah. It's Street Gang. But that shirt, I like the shirt.
Yeah. Emote commemorative photo, so you can put the date out if you want to do that. And then you got the ice hockey emote. And then a skating motion. Part of that, a dash for skating as well. Alright, cool. Let's see. And then, yeah, for the play bonuses, yeah, you gotta scratch in to get the motion dash skate.
Yep.
That's at 45 draws, as usual. Alright, let's see, for the update that did happen this past week here, new limited time tasks were added. You had the new AC scratch added. There were also some system updates, different dread enemies appearing now in different spots. So now in South Alio, instead of a veteran Didal Axe, you're going to have the veteran LD Scythe. In West Rotem, you got you used to have the veteran Fortos Laser, now you got the veteran Sand Noglith. And in the Alio region, you used to have in South Alio the Malevolent Orc, now it's the Malevolent Next Alio. And in North Rotem, you used to have the Malevolent Sand Noglith, and after the update, you got the Malevolent Fortos Laser. And then at the exchange shop, they added an item, or rather at Ciandi's shop, they added new items. So if you haven't maxed out your points for the week yet, make sure to get on that, because it resets after today.
Yep.
As for bug fixes from this week, in NGS, they fixed a bug where visual effects in the sky for urgent quests were displayed in both the Alio and Rotem regions. They fixed a bug where sometimes the game was forced to close. That's never a good one to have happen. They fixed a bug where players receive a message that states this emote requires a corresponding ticket for the emotes they have already registered. They have partially reset the hand emote poses to their default settings for those who experience the bug. They fixed a bug where players could not recycle items obtained from the AC Scratch Ticket AC Support Item Select. And they fixed a bug where seasonal points earned prior to completing the limited time task Seasonal Winter is Coming were not added to the points accumulated for the title task Winter 22 Point Collector.
Hmm.
All right. Do you want to read through the things addressed during the maintenance?
Yes, so along with the renewal of the official site, you will now be able to play voice samples from the following scratch ticket in the item catalog, which are the New Year male and female voice memories. So you can sample how they sound before you decide to either buy them from a shop or scratch for them.
Yep. But the
And again,
scratch is
yeah, these are all only in Japanese. So
yeah. And the scratch goes away after today, so another thing
Yep.
to be aware of. I have a voice ticket I need to use, actually, so I gotta get through the list here and listen to those.
along with the scheduled maintenance, the expiration of premium sets and all the other time stuff gets extended by 8 hours. Characters that completed the application for ship transfer before the beginning of the scheduled maintenance have been transferred. And when logging into PSO2 blocks, each character's location will be set to the gate area.
Yeah, that's all kind of standard stuff there, actually. Let's see. Items delivered to the received campaign items. So all players and across all accounts received 5 of the Retem purple battle triggers as part of a limited time task giveaway. So there's your opportunity to run the purple battle trigger for Retem if you haven't yet. Make sure to save that for when Super PSO2 Day goes live, which I'm not sure if it is actually activated yet or not. Might not until tonight.
It hasn't yet.
Okay. They also made a brief update to the to the roadmap. So they added that in February, the new urgent quest, massive boss suppression. For that one, they added Nadara's in-game concert. And then in May, under the section for new photon arts and techniques, they changed limited time urgent quests to limited time quests. So, just a brief look at that here. So, you can see here in May where they just crossed out limited time urgent quests and they changed it to limited time quests instead. Then we've got a winter login bonus going on right now. This goes until February 8th, and they don't really go into detail about... actually, they do say Star Gems and special scratch tickets, depending upon how many days you log in. Also got a friend request campaign. So for this one, you need to register at least 3 players to your friend list. If you do that, you get 5 of the battle trigger Retem yellow. And then if you complete an urgent quest with a party of 1 or more friends, then you get another set of Retem purple battle triggers. Let's see. Then you got booster line up changes in the AC and Star Gem Scratch. So, discontinued are the NEXP earned plus 10% 3 for a price of $3.50, and in the Star Gem Scratch shop, or Star Gem shop rather, the NEXP earned 24-hour plus 10% price $2.50 Star Gems. In their place, you now have the NEXP earned plus 50%. 3 times for 350 AC, and in the Star Gems shop, the NEXP earned 24-hour. You got the 50% price 250 Star Gems. Let's see here, and then we got one of the bigger items for today. The results from the NGS Player Survey. So, previously we had seen how satisfied players were with this, but now they've released some more detail in this. So we're gonna skip past the stuff we've already seen here. And now we have
new events are boring.
Yeah. So satisfaction with the update content. So they actually list both the Japanese and the global side of things here.
Okay.
So for the 9th anniversary event, not many players were satisfied with that, because that was just, kind of the same stuff as usual.
Yep. The biggest was just neutral.
Yeah.
So no strong feelings one way or the other.
Yep. Players did seem to be interested in the in what was going on with the mining rig defense Alio quest, so that was at least a good win for them. Then you had the autumn event happening.
Only 3% on the JP was very satisfied, while 7% was on the global side.
Yep. And then a little bit more satisfied. But again, most of it was either neutral or all the way down to very dissatisfied.
Which was 14% and 12%.
Yep. For Battle D, you had a ton of people that actually didn't participate or didn't know how to participate. And
that's a lot on the JP side, 31%.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons they started distributing those Battle D tickets or passes just as login rewards and such. Then when new waves were added to the mining rig defense Alio, players became even more satisfied with that. So Japanese side, you had 34% satisfaction. And on the global side, you had what is that? 44% satisfaction, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep. Then with the mission pass released on October 13th, a lot of players were happy with that, as well as the special scratch as well. So again, another set of wins. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the funny thing is like the global side is more satisfied with than the JP side.
Yeah, so I guess this is further proof that what they were saying initially about the global side was not an error, that global side may actually be making them more money than the Japanese side.
Probably.
So, and then we have some detail about the different events. So for the 9th anniversary event, many of the survey respondents pointed out that the events are not different enough from regular gameplay. Therefore, they would like to release urgent quests in conjunction with events starting in March. Do you want to read about mining rig defense here?
Sure. We have received feedback stating that this defense quest does not adequately replace the PSO2 defense quest, but this defense quest was developed in the most basic defense quest format because we wanted to keep new players that started with NGS in mind. We have also received comments about the amount of time required to play each battle due to the addition of the new wave in the update. Taking player feedback into consideration, we will aim to create new fun experiences in NGS when we develop quests while avoiding updates that increase the amount of time necessary to complete said quest. Additionally, many players have pointed out that they are put in tough spots when other players abandon the defense quest and leave them with a shortage of players. The development team recognizes this issue and is discussing some countermeasures. However, no matter what action is taken to address this issue, more issues will arise, such as the fun of the content being lost or communication problems, and we would like to make this decision very carefully. Therefore, a solution that we can implement is not decided right away, and we ask for your understanding. So, yeah, I've actually had that happen once where a person would disconnect early on. So you would end up with only 7 players. You would only end up with 7 people instead of 8, and that would make the last wave way too hard.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So it's nice to see that they have corrected that. Speaking of corrections, I also got our music going again here.
Hey.
Technical issues here on the show.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. Including bringing up the wrong webpage.
Yeah, I saw.
Come on, OBS, work with me here.
OBS will never work with you. Never works with me.
But yeah, definitely. I enjoyed it when they added in the extra waves, and that kind of brings us kind of in parity with base PSO2 now. In terms of how long that would go for. Don't know if they would ever increase that with even more waves, but I guess we'll see if that's ever going to happen.
I doubt they're going to do that. Because people are already complaining about how long it takes to beat it.
True. I wish there was a way to rejoin a quest once it's already going, and that's something we
That
wanted to
would
have
be
back in
nice.
base PSO2 as well. It's I don't know if it's just a limitation of the system that does that, but I mean, come on, you got other games out there like Final Fantasy XIV that are able to do that, no problem. Moving on to Battle Dia, we received a lot of feedback pointing out that the necessary battle triggers for Battle Dia are difficult to come by, and players are having a hard time collecting enough. And as shown in the graph above, this also resulted in many players selecting "I didn't participate, I didn't know" compared to other types of content. They're discussing increasing the amount of battle triggers they send out in future campaigns, as well as other ways to increase the chances for our players to play. Yeah, it'd be interesting if there could ever be like an endless mode for mining rig, I guess.
I never thought about that. That actually sounds very interesting. An endless defense mode.
Yeah.
So just see how long you can last.
Exactly, yeah. I guess we'll see if that's anything that they ever do decide to do. It would definitely be a nice replacement to keep things going until they can bring out more content, that's for certain. For the Mission Pass has gathered over 60% very satisfied or satisfied ratings from both the Japanese and global version players. They also received requests to make it so that premium set users will have an End Mission Pass Gold activated by default. This is also part of the issue where premium sets don't have enough perks, and they have changed specifications, so that started with Mission Pass Season 3. And then for the Special Scratch, many survey respondents also pointed out that there were not enough ways to obtain the Special Scratch tickets, so they added more ways to obtain those in the December 15th update, and will continue to do so along with future content expansions. Why don't you take the next section here?
Alright. The frequency and use of each class and weapon type. So for the Hunter, Sword is the most used. No shock there.
Uh-huh.
And Partisan is the least used. No shock there.
Yep. No, this is actually confirming that players just don't like Partisan.
Yeah. Like, and that's also been the same with base PSO2. Barely anyone used Partisan.
Yeah. It was basically just a weaker sword in the end.
Yeah.
Let's see.
For the fighter, the Twin Daggers, Double Saber, and Knuckles all have relatively same usage, so
Yep.
that's interesting. It's a lot better than the Hunter, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
For the Ranger, the Assault Rifle is used the most, obviously. But
Yep.
like 21% of Rangers don't use the Assault Rifle? What? Or on the JP side, on the global side, it's 25%.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
interesting.
they stick with just the launcher then.
And Gunner, Twin Machine Gun, 20%, 22%. What? Like, the Twin Machine Gun is the weapon for Gunner. What is this?
I mean, it's also possible that we're getting players in here that just haven't tried the class as well.
Probably. But like, only 22% on the global side with the Twin Machine Guns. That just does not make any sense.
I guess
But
we
with the
need more
assault
high-level
rifle, there-
gigantics to kill.
There's more Japanese gunners that are using assault rifle than the Twin Machine Guns. What?
Oh, you're right. that is crazy.
Oh, jeez.
And they don't even get that many bonuses with rifle, do they?
No, they don't. It's more with the Twin Machine Guns. That's how you even activate your chain. You need to use the TMGs.
Yep.
Oh boy. So Force Rod is the most used and Talus is the least used. No surprise there. For the Tector, which nobody properly actually plays the Tector that much because of how much it sucks right now. It's like there's a reason why like 46% not used and 43% not used for Wand and Talus, because they're probably doing Sub Hunter and using Sword.
Yeah, and barely anybody is using Talus here, so yeah.
Yeah. Like the Wand and Talus for Tector are they're just not good.
Yeah, you definitely need to subclass into a different weapon for them.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I did those numbers a while back, and it was the Hunter Sword was doing more damage than the Tector Wand. So.
Yep. Hence why doing Sub Hunter and using Sword is the better option to use as a Tector, which is very sad considering how the Tector Wand in base PSO2 is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So for Braver, Katana is the most used, and it's more used on global by 7%. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And the bow is hovering around 20% average. For Bouncer, Jet Boots is the most used compared to Soaring Blades by about 10%. That's interesting. Whenever I play Bouncer, I primarily just use the Soaring Blades. The Jet Boots can be powerful, and whenever an enemy is stunned, I usually switch over to my Jet Boots and hold the attack button to do that massive big attack.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem with Jet Boots. The only way to really get that big attack off is if the enemy is in place long enough for you to actually get that off. Otherwise, all the time it's just kind of wasted.
Yep. Still do some damage, but you want that big hit because that can hit over 2,000 damage.
Exactly. After that, then we get into the satisfaction for each class and weapon type. So before was really how was the usage. Now we're getting into how satisfied players are. And surprise, surprise, Hunter Sword is the most satisfied, while the Partisan is
the very dissatisfied at 19%. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's on the Japanese side. On the global side, it's only 9%.
Yep. But then also a bunch of players that are also just neutral on the whole thing. It's very, very telling about the colors here.
Yeah.
And then scrolling down a bit, Fighter is pretty much the same. Whoops. Let me get back down there here. Yeah, Fighter is the same, and then for Ranger, you've got the Assault Rifle, which is a little bit more popular than the Launcher.
And the Twin Machine Gun, the Japanese side, wow, they don't like the way the Twin Machine Gun is right now. That's interesting, because like it very dissatisfies at 22% and very dissatisfies 15%. Whereas on global, it's 12% and 7%. That's interesting.
Yep.
Global side really likes how the TMG is compared to Japanese. That I don't understand that.
The only thing I can think of is that it's what gave us the ability to kill that Gigantix, that level 60 Gigantix, way back when it first came out. But beyond that, I can't really think of what would be causing this disparity in the satisfaction. Maybe they'll have some comments below on it.
Probably. You also hated trying to use the TMG? Well, I started as Gunner and whenever NGS launched, and I really enjoyed using the TMG. It took a bit to figure out the best way to deal some good, consistent damage, but once you get the hang of that, it becomes a lot of fun.
Yep. Kind of a different story here for Talus, though, for Force and Tector, where there isn't as much non-usage of it, or I guess the satisfaction of it here compared to its non-usage, essentially. And then for Braver, the katana on the global side is actually a little bit under bow now.
But on the Japanese side, the dissatisfaction with katana, holy.
Yeah. And then yeah.
That is a 28% dissatisfied and 24% very dissatisfied. That is harsh.
Yeah.
That is.
I believe it all comes
50%.
down to how much mobile it is, which it's not mobile at all.
Nope.
And then Jet Boots here.
Oh, the global loves the jet boots.
And the Japanese as well compared to soaring blades.
It's like, I love the soaring blades more, but yeah, the jet boots, they kick hard.
Yep. Following the additional class skills and balance adjustments implemented in December 15th, they'll be making further overall balance adjustments in April, along with the addition of new photon arts and techniques. So that's another nice thing to look forward to here.
Yeah, no stupid dash for the Bravers.
Yep, no more, Shunka, as it was called on the Japanese side. Can't remember what it was called on the global side. All right, so things that players want to see. So players want to see gameplay that makes use of the open field, as well as there's a whole bunch of other in here apparently.
Within 300 characters.
Yeah, which is a sign that they really didn't lock into what players are actually talking about.
So, more in-depth character creation. The JP side wants that a bit more at 12%, with Global at 6%. New classes and weapon types. Global wants that more at 12%, with JP at 9%. The makes use of the open field. JP is at 31%, while Global's at 21%. More quest-style content like Cocoons and Towers. Global's at 12% and JP's at 6%. Additional communication features. JP's at 4% and Global's at 1%. Oof.
Yeah, so we're fine on the communication features,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah. Additional co-op content you can play with your friends. Global's at 13% and JP's at 11%. The addition of high difficulty content that requires enhanced equipment. Global's at 9% and JP's at 4%. And then you got the other, which is Global 26% and JP at 23%.
Yeah, let's see if they go into any detail here. So,
Yeah.
gameplay that makes use of the open field. The most anticipated aspect in both Japanese and global versions was the addition of gameplay that takes advantage of the open field. There are plans to implement content aside from combat that can be enjoyed both solo or competitively with friends in the open field. So, I don't know if that means we're going to get like a gathering contest or something like that, but we'll see. There also...
Gather up the most materials!
Yep. Actually, well, they say aside from combat, but there was also that PvP potential area that I found over in Northford Town. They're also discussing related combat-related content that can be enjoyed by large groups of players, similar to the exploration sectors. But they are prioritizing the development of the new region to be released in June, as well as various content volume increases, so it will take some time before this content is available. For more in-depth character creation, they received many requests from players of the Japanese version to expand on the character creation elements. There is plenty of feedback stating that the items in NGS are still insufficient compared to PSO2, and they're constantly working on new ideas to implement avatar items in even higher quality and value. In the future, they're also planning to add a variety of face options like they did in the December 15th update. And they're also planning on expanding the lookbook function to include items that cannot currently be saved.
Ooh.
You want to take the next one here?
Alright. So the additional co-op content you can play with your friends. If you have any friends. We'd like to discuss additional co-op content that has been requested by many players of both the Japanese and global versions. As mentioned earlier, as part of our increase of in-game content volume, we are planning on releasing a high difficulty quest in April that will be very advantageous to take on as a party of 4. In addition to the results shown on the graph, many global users submitting requests from the other category requested more high difficulty content, which was less common in the Japanese version. For this reason, we are developing content that users can freely adjust the difficulty for in hopes of creating content that is fun and challenging for a wide range of players. Although the release date is still undecided, we will be looking at not only adding challenging content, but content that is more accessible for casual players as well. Yeah, we want that hard stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Give us
see
a
how
challenge.
we'll see how things go with Dark Falls, but they did say that there's going to be the really hard stuff coming in April, I believe.
Yeah, they said April there.
New classes and weapon types. Regarding new classes, the plan prior to the launch of NGS was to release Summoner in the spring of 2022, but they have decided to lower this as a development priority in order to focus on improving and increasing the volume of various contents for the game. Therefore, they anticipate the Summoner will be released in the second half of 2022. They apologize for the delay and will let us know when a release date is decided. For the same reason above, the release date for a new class equipped with a gunblade weapon from PSO2 is also currently undecided, and they'll let us know once they have an idea.
Luster. You could just say Luster. Why?
Yeah.
Why are they not saying Luster?
I don't know. Maybe they're going to give it a different name. Request for personal quarters in NGS. So, this is the most common request they received from Japanese version players. The dev team understands the importance of enhancing social elements, such as personal quarters, from PSO2, and they are strongly considering this content for a future update. However, as they're still prioritizing the development of the content volume, it will be a while before these updates can be implemented. Yeah, that's what they need to focus on right now, not the player housing.
Yeah. Although the player housing would be really nice to have.
It would be, but yeah, I want to see gameplay over social aspects first. Their policy is to take the time needed to plan and prepare for content like personal quarters, which they want to implement drastic improvements for if they were introduce them in NGS from PSO2. Then they have opinions regarding the story. They've also received many requests for early additions to the main story, as well as gameplay elements that allow for players to experience the world and storyline outside of the main story. The main storyline has been designed to evolve as new regions are added, and considering the time it takes to develop a new region, they're very sorry to say that they won't be able to achieve a pace beyond what's currently planned in the roadmap. However, in the future, they will develop new regions with gameplay elements where players can experience the world and storyline beyond the main story. So, they're talking about it, but no real commitments on it just quite yet here. So, I don't know. Maybe whenever what one might call episode 2 starts, maybe that's when we'll start to see that.
Maybe. But I would also like a way to rewatch cutscenes.
Oh yeah, definitely. That would be a big one to see in the future here. And then opinions regarding the urgent quests. They've received requests from many players asking for a wider variety of urgent quests and the implementation of seasonal urgent quests. In the near future, there will be an urgent quest in February where you have to defeat the massive boss Dark Falls. They also have an urgent quest planned for the spring event in March, and then other urgent quests will be added between major region updates to help regularly increase content volume. So, we're getting an urgent quest this month, we're getting an urgent quest next month as well.
Alright.
And that's the end of the player survey, but there is now another player survey going on, so if you haven't done this one yet, go ahead and take the survey. You'll get 40 star gems for your trouble, as well as a way to tell them what you're thinking here. This one goes until February 9th for when you could submit to it. And then they already talked about the mag function coming in February, but they do have some additional details here. So previously they had announced in the past that music disc registered in the PSO2 personal quarters would not be available in NGS as it does not have personal quarters, but they are happy to announce that music discs registered in the PSO2 personal quarters will be accessible.
Okay, that's good.
Yep. And then they say here, all music discs, including those obtained in PSO2 blocks, can be registered and played in the mag jukebox. Since registering music disc information is managed per account, you will be able to register a music disc with PSO2 specs in your mag jukebox and play it in the PSO2 personal quarters jukebox as well. The jukebox in your PSO2 quarters will not be able to play music discs with NGS specs, which makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Music discs with NGS specs cannot be registered in the Alliance quarters.
Which
And
also
then-
makes sense.
Right. Background music played in the mag jukebox is only audible to the owner of the mag. Nearby players will not hear your background music. Which is... I know there were some players that like to change the tune back in PSO back in the day. But
Yeah, like whenever you had any of the music disc, you would use those and change the music.
and it would affect the whole party in that case.
Yep. It was always fun until you got the wedding music and it was a really long mission and you just constantly, while trying to go through this mission, just hearing da 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 da.
Yep, I hear you on that one. The game's background music will be prioritized in certain situations, such as event scenes or urgent quests, and you'll be able to move music discs with PSO2 specs into your NGS inventory. And additionally, if they re-release PSO2 spec music discs in NGS in the future, they plan on allowing their sale in the NGS personal shop. Alright, and then as mentioned before, back during the show, we got the Ultra PSO2 Day Triple Burst happening. So yeah, that starts tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. For NGS blocks, you get a 20% EXP earned rate as well as 50% rare drop rate. You also got some limited time tasks going on as well. And then in PSO2 blocks, you get yourself a plus 200% fun earned, plus 400% EXP earned, plus 400% rare item drop rate, Gathering Fever occurrence rate plus 200%, Meseta earned plus 200%, EXP earned in bonus quests plus 200%, item enhancement success rate 20%.
Yeah, it's a lot of good boosts.
Yep, also augmentation success rate plus 30%, and modern arms enhancement experience plus 30%.
Also, it is still funny how with the PSO2 blocks, they're still doing the fun thing, because there's not much you can use it on now.
Yeah, no, there isn't. Yeah, it's interesting that they are still using it. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you there. All players who log into NGS are going to get 2 of the 50 Star Gem tickets, 4 of the Special Scratch tickets, 2 of the N Enhancement Success Rates plus 20%, and 2 N Augmentation Success Rate plus 10%. And of course, the Arks Rapid can be found in regular PSO2 blocks on PSO2 Day as well.
And it gives you the Rapid Suit Mini.
Yep. They also mention here an affordable item bundle goes up for sale in the Star Gem Scratch on the day of to commemorate the Ultra PSO2 Day Triple Burst. But they don't give us any details of what's actually in that bundle and what the cost is, so I guess we'll have to check that out once it goes active. Alright, then they have an update regarding the bug where some salon items became available without using the items ticket. I'm hoping this is going to be one of the last times that they put something like this in here, because now they've got that new bug tracker here.
Yeah.
But they found that the following issues may occur with characters that were affected by the bug. as a result of the fix implemented during the scheduled maintenance. Some salon items that were equipped before the start of the scheduled maintenance got unequipped, and then some hairstyles set before the start of scheduled maintenance were reset to default. But they just say re-equip them, no items were lost. And then the lower part of this, where the list was got updated with one item in particular, and I'm not quite sure why they even mentioned this to the player here. Number 14810. The salon item number 14810, which is an unreleased item, was missing from this list and has been added. They apologize for this error. Why are they telling players about this if it's unreleased?
I don't know.
This is kind of... I don't know what to make of this.
It's like, nobody knew about this item, yet you're making mention of an unreleased item that nobody was complaining about being off the list. What?
Yeah, I don't get it. Was this just done internally and they forgot to set it to private or something? I don't get it.
I don't know. I am just as confused as you are.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. This is like, who did this? Alright, one more article here from their website. There's an issue with the customer support forum. Due to a glitch with the system, some players who have submitted an inquiry via the customer support forum in the past are unable to log in. They're working on a fix for the issue, and they appreciate player patience till they figure this out. I did not run into this issue myself here, so I'm not sure who else might be running into this right now. Alright, and then we got one last thing here, and this is all yours, Xanthe, here. So, going to speedrun.com, yeah, you got yourself a, speedrun record here.
Yes, so I finally got this board up and running live. This is the Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity board. I decided to do Infinity instead of just regular PSO2 because Infinity is just better. So with Portable 2 Infinity, the runs are pretty simple. It's just a run of episode 1 or a run of episode 2. You start from the character select, or you start from the episode select, and then the timer ends once you deal the final blow on the final boss. What the run showing on the screen right there is like the very old run I did with DLC weapons. But I plan on hopefully doing more runs in the future of both the DLC weapons and just the regular any percent where DLC weapons are not allowed.
Alright, well definitely best of luck on that.
Oh yeah. I'm very excited to get more people into this.
Yeah, and as I've mentioned before, I'm looking also at doing a regular Phantasy Star Universe run myself sometime this year. So, I guess we'll both be speedrunners at some point.
Yeah. Would you be doing both base PSU and Ambitions of the Illuminous?
Just base for now.
Okay. Yeah, I actually tried out a bit of base PSU on my PS2, and not having just attacks, it just feels wrong.
Yeah, that was an interesting time. Although, if you have a patched version of the Xbox 360 version, you actually can use just attacks in that.
Oh, huh?
Yeah. So that kind of requires that one be timed separately from the other platforms.
That's interesting.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't want to time PC versus the PlayStation 2 either, just because of the loading times.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I had for today. I mean, we got some good news from the headline, and that patch where everything begins starts next week, and then Dark Falls 2 weeks after. So it's gonna be a fun time.
Oh yeah, and plus we still got like the other Phantasy Star stuff. I still need to do more on Clementine.
Yep. Actually, no. Was it 2 weeks or 1 week after? Let me pull that up again here real quick. Let's see. So second video. What is the date? Coming February 16th for the second for the update to the SG scratch. And then
Okay.
When does Dark Falls start? That's my question. The 16th as well. So actually, no, it's gonna be a quick hit here. 1 week with Mount Magnus, and then Dark Falls comes in the next week. So, yep, it's gonna be a fun month. All right. So you said you didn't have anything else, right?
Nope, I don't have anything else.
All right, and so then that brings us to the end of this episode. On behalf of Zance and myself, thank you for joining us today. Day has dawned. Have a great day, everyone.
Johnny.